Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry. Stay as long as you can.
Okay.
Don't worry in the milk. Okay, so it's on now. Yes, don't worry, at least in the list, stay here as long as you can. No problems at all. Let's see if somebody else is joining. How did you spend your Easter? How did you spend your Easter, Milena? Did you have a nice, a good
Oggi ho
Easter?
riunione, devo solo ascoltarvi. Se vi ascolto, ok.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's wait for somebody else then.
Okay.
Yes. As for me, I spent my Easter working and working. I am also a guide of the city, and after 2 years of pandemic with no job at all, now that a job has restarted, I said, let's go to work. and so fortunately, okay. And so I worked all Easter holidays, including Easter Day, Easter Monday, and everything. Now, I hope everything goes well today because, yes, after 2 years without work, exactly. I hope everything goes well today because the day before yesterday in the evening, the antivirus Avast asked me to update the antivirus, and I said, okay, let's update it. I should have never have done it. All the documents, all the images, all the passwords, everything has disappeared from my computer. There is nothing left. I'm really desperate. And so for this lesson, I entered with the credentials and so on of Europol with my husband's laptop. So I'm working with my husband's laptop, and I hope really, let's cross fingers, let's hope everything works all right, because it's a real problem, really. And of course, all my things are in my computer, and they're not there anymore. I'm desperate, really. Anyway, it's only 5 minutes past 5, but what do you mean, Aspens? No, I don't know. What did it say? I can't remember what I told you. No, I'm desperate. I said, I'm desperate. I write it. I'm desperate because everything was in my computer, and without my computer, I haven't got anything left. Oh, my God. Hi, Elisabetta. Welcome. Welcome, Elisabetta. Can you hear me? Elisabetta, are you with us? Can you hear? Oh, there you are. Good.
Okay. Perfect.
I love New York. Wow. Have you been to New York?
I was there many years ago.
Okay.
Excuse
yes,
me?
if you can lift a little bit of the monitor, we can see your face.
Okay.
That's better. Yes, nice smile. We want to see your smile.
Okay.
So, Elisabetta, did you have a good Easter?
So because my Easter I stayed at home.
Did you do anything special?
Anything special? Yes, I didn't because I wanted to stay at home, and so I read and I read and I read.
And relaxed.
And
Good.
the same thing at Pasquetta.
Yeah.
And
on
you?
Easter Monday.
Easter Monday.
Yes, Easter Monday.
And you?
I works. I was telling Milena that I works all the time
No.
because I also work as a guide. And after 2 years of pandemic with no job at all, now that job has restarted and I had a lot of requests, I said, okay, let's work. And so I worked all the time, including Easter Day and including Easter Monday. So, hi, Daniela, welcome. How are you, Daniela? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Daniela? We can't hear you, though. The microphone is off. I'll send you a request to switch it on. I'm sending you a request to switch on the microphone. No, okay. All right. Anyway, it's only the four of us for the moment, but I'm confident other people will join. Yeah. But in the meantime, oh, there you are, Daniela. Hello.
Sorry, I was at the phone.
No problem.
Sorry.
No
hello.
Hello.
You are with your phone, but I thought I had to do the lesson with my mobile as well, because I had problems with my computer. I updated an antivirus and everything has disappeared. No more documents, no more images, no more password saved. I'm really desperate. I'm working with my husband's computer laptop now. And I asked, of course, for the credentials to enter the Zoom, Europol Zoom meetings. And I'm working with my husband's laptop. And as a matter of fact, I will not be able to give you the sign form because it's all in my computer. But I will, hopefully, I will send them to you by email as soon as possible. I really hope to be able to recover all the things I had in my computer because it's a nightmare. I've got
nowadays it's a nightmare.
I've got everything there.
If you can't save
from Europol, from everything in my computer. My God, and this serves me as a lesson. If I ever, which I hope, if I will ever recover everything, first thing I will do is make a copy or put everything into a drive or something like that, because I really, I'm really worried because I had everything in my computer. So if I happen to be able to...
your fault.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It isn't your fault.
It isn't my fault. I have sent 3 emails to Avast, the antivirus, asking for their technical support.
Yes.
No reply for the moment. And I spent 90 euros, 89.90 euros for that antivirus. I'm going to kill someone.
Yes, you are right.
My God. And no support. I'm on streaming, but I don't care. Don't buy Avast antivirus.
Don't buy.
Because that's what happened to me. If they help me, to recover everything and give me technical support as they should, I will maybe retreat my words. But for the moment, I'm really very, very angry with them.
of course.
And anyway, here we are. Now, we're still only 4, but shall we start all the same? Because there's no point in waiting in case, because I know that many people will, follow the lesson online when it's loaded there and so on. So, okay, so B1, aren't you? So B1 Cambridge exam. Do you remember there are 4 parts?
Yeah.
There's a reading and a writing part. They're usually together.
Yeah.
45 minutes for the reading part, 45 minutes for the writing part, for a total of 1 hour and a half. And the reading part is subdivided into 6 parts, 6 sections, for a total of 32 questions, and they all count the same. All the questions are 1 mark. On the contrary, the writing part, there are 2 questions, so to say, exercises. One is always a letter or an email. So you will have to write an email, usually, or a letter, but usually an email. And the second is normally a story. You are given the first sentence and you are supposed to write, the rest of the story. And you'll have 45 minutes for both parts. Then there's the listening part, lasting half an hour, with a total of 4 sections. Do you remember the first one with images, A, B, or C, according to the images? Then with the words, A, B, or C, multiple choices with A, B, or C, but with words, not images. Then the third part is again a multiple choice. You have to insert the correct words. And the fourth part is, I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Complete,
I
maybe.
think you have to rewrite the sentence with the same meaning with the words you are given, I think. And then there's the speaking part, which is normally about quarter of an hour, from 15-17 minutes, a quarter of an hour. And in there are very general, 3-4 very general questions like, what are your names? Where are you from? Tell me about your city or about your family. Then the comment, the description of a picture. Then a little discussion with your partner on what's better to do in a certain circumstance. And that's it, basically. So, it's we have tried all of that. But what would you like to do today? If it's okay for you, I would try again the reading and writing parts. But of course, if you prefer do something else, for example, the speaking part or the listening, whatever you prefer. Listening, you know what? I have put many examples of listening exercises in the shared Google file. So if you go there, you will find many examples of listening exercises with the answers, of course. So you might be able to do that by yourselves. I don't know.
The problem is always...
You didn't have much time to do them. Oh my God. Yes, I can well understand you though, because I'm the same, always at the very last minute, last second, out of time. I have to do this job. When for? Oh, it was due 2 days ago.
Incredible.
It was due. Dovevo averlo fatto 2 giorni fa. So I'm always out of time.
Yeah.
so I can understand you. But yes, if you want to try the exam, please start considering the possibility of practicing a little bit.
More.
Yes,
But
something
you know,
like 10 minutes a day.
do you know something about the date? A possible date?
You must choose your date. There are plenty of possibilities. Simply you decide which is best for you. Shall I show you?
Okay.
Let's share the screen.
And also the price. I don't know.
And
Nothing. Or if you know. You know.
Like 10 minutes a day. Oh no, that's.
Do you know something about the date?
Okay. You must. No. Okay. What's happening? Simply you decide which is best for you. Shall I show you?
Okay.
Let's share the screen. Second.
And also the price. I don't know.
Let's have
Nothing. Or if you know.
No, we don't need this one. Okay, go away. Now, Cambridge exams in Verona. Let's see when we can find them. Cambridge B1 exams in Verona, Italy. And let's see the various possibilities.
A minute.
Dates of 2022. So we need B1. So
May.
Examination dates. How can we say where?
It was. I think it was B2. Goes up.
All right. So this is B2. This is B1. Okay.
I
So what day is it today? 20th. Okay. The next one is the 5th of May, and the 7th of May, and the 20th of May. The 9th of June, the 11th of June, the 19th of July, and then nothing in August and September, the 8th of October, the 12th of November, the 2nd of December. So let's forget about, there are quite a few possibilities, the 20th of May, or maybe the 9th of June, or if it's better for you, the 11th of June, or even the 19th of July, if you want to. But actually, I think there are even more. So, Cambridge B1 exams in Verona. Okay, let's first of all find Verona. So Italy.
Veneto.
Yes, since it's the last one, it doesn't come up. Oh,
maybe down
Veneto. Select the city, Verona.
B1.
B1 preliminary. There it is. Search. There are two possibilities: the Cambridge School of English or the British School of English in Verona. Let's say the Cambridge. In Via Rosmini, okay. We want the dates, so preliminary. Oh my God, I want the dates. Where are the dates? Well, if you want to, I can look for that and send you an email with a summary of the possible dates. These are the same as before. I'm sure there are more. It is also available on demand. That's for schools, though we're not schools. So. Okay, anyway, these dates are for sure, but I know that there are others. I simply have to check and find them. I'm taking notes of this, some dates, and I will send you an email with the possible dates. And of course, you can apply to the one which suits you best. So if you think you will be ready for the month of June, you can apply to this one. If you want, okay, 2 more days. If you want a little more time, you can apply to the 19th of July exam. So there are more though. Right. So, so shall we try the reading and writing part?
Yes.
Okay, so let's read everything seriously. This is what you will be given. Preliminary English test, reading and writing. Well, this is sample test. 30 minutes altogether. 45 for reading and 45 minutes for writing. Instructions to candidates. Do not open this question paper until you are told to do so. Okay, so wait for the examiners to tell you to open the question paper. Write your name, center number, and candidate number on your answer sheets if they are not already there. They should be already there. Please check if there is your name, center number, and candidate number. In case they are not written, please make sure the answer sheets have your name, surname, center number, and candidate number, because otherwise you won't know whose answer sheet is. Read the instructions for each part of the paper carefully. Okay, read carefully. So as
Maria Pia, we
yes.
can't hear you very well. I
Me
don't know
too.
why.
Me too.
Oh. Oh. Okay, let's try with the
when you start, there were no problem. Now the voice goes.
I don't know. This is my husband's laptop.
Please don't do anything to your husband's laptop.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Better now? Can you hear me? I can't hear you though.
I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear
No.
me?
Just very, very.
It's even worse.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Now, okay.
Okay, I'll try to shout. So read the instructions carefully, because we don't want to be, excluded from the test because we made a silly mistake. Answer all the questions. Okay.
1 to 5.
Even if you don't know the answer, try. Do your best, because out of 3 possibilities, you still have 33% of possibilities to guess the correct answer. So if you leave it, it's for sure a mistake. Try what sounds better to you. Read instructions on the answer sheet, write your answers on. Please that at the end you will have to report your answers on the answer sheets. So make sure you have enough time to do that, and make sure you don't make mistakes in reporting the answers. For example, if it's 1A, 2B, 3C, make sure you don't write 1B, 2C, and then, it's all wrong. So make sure you report the correct answers. Why do I tell you so? Because it often happens that people, when they report the answers, they make mistakes. And that's a very silly way to miss fail the exam. Very silly, because if you know the things and then you make a mistake in reporting the correct answer, it's a really very silly mistake, So make sure you report the answers correctly. Please check more than once. Use a pencil. They ask you to use a pencil. I don't know why, but you are required to use a pencil, not a pen. So please bring with you on the day of the exam with you both a pen and a pencil. Of course, you must complete the answer sheets within the time limit. So if it's 45 minutes for the reading part, please remember that at least 5-10 minutes at the end will be needed to report the answers on the answer sheets. Okay, so the effective time you have is 35 minutes, because the last 10 minutes you need them to report the answers. And at the end of the test, you have to hand in to give the examiners all the papers, both this question paper and your answer sheets, everything. Okay, you have to hand in everything. Okay. So said, all the questions carry 1 mark. But the writing part, in the reading part, all the questions carry 1 mark. In the writing part, questions 1 to 5 carry 1 mark because they are only exercises. Question 6, 5 marks. It's usually the email you have to write. And part 3, which is either question 7 or question 8, not both of them, only one of them. You must choose between question 7 and question 8. The one you do carries 15 marks. So, wow, okay, right. But let's start with reading. Okay, in part 1, questions 1 to 5, you are given different texts, like posters, letter, messages, emails, and so on. And you have to choose the correct answer between A, B, and C. Okay, let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. No. How can I make it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is that better? Okay, so this is the example. Number 0, because it's the example. To Julia, from Andy. Hello, Julia. I can't have a Friday off sailing. I'm still available on both Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday is better. Let me know what's best for you, Andy. A. Andy would prefer to go sailing with Julia on Saturday rather than on Sunday. B. Andy can go sailing with Julia on Friday if she's not free on Saturday. C. Andy wants to go sailing with Julia on both Saturday and Sunday if possible. Okay? So A, B, or C?
A.
Andy says, I can't have a Friday off. So Friday is not an option. Okay, so B is wrong. I'm still available on both Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday is better.
So A.
So A. Andy would prefer to go sailing with Julia on Saturday rather than on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
So the answer is A. And can you see you have to color the little box under the letter A. Okay. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Does anybody want to read it? Or do you prefer me to read it?
You, I prefer you.
Okay. Sarah, there's an offer at the computer game store. If you hand in old games, you'll get cash now or a special ticket for money off next month's new ones. The note tells Sarah she, A, can buy new games now at a special price. Can get new and used games in the current sale. Can sell her used games to the shop. Which one do you think is correct? Hello?
C.
Yes, C. Okay, there's an offer at the computer game store. If you hand in old games, se consegni giochi vecchi, you'll get cash now, te li pagano cash ora, or a special ticket for money off next month's new ones, o un biglietto speciale per uno sconto sui soldi dei nuovi giochi del prossimo mese. Okay, so the note tells Sarah she can sell her used
Posso richiamare?
to the shop.
Ecco, sto facendo un corso in inglese. Sì, perfetto. Dopo le 6. Ok, grazie. Scusami, ciao ciao. Ciao ciao.
Okay, so the correct answer was C. Number 2. Wanted. Babysitter for regular work, 2 evenings per week, generally Monday and Wednesday, but this could change in future. Our own transport essential, calls you to discuss duties and pay details. The advertisement says, the babysitter should call you about weekly transport to her house.
No.
The jobs the babysitter is responsible for will change each week. The babysitter might work on different days each week.
To change in the future. So
B.
Generally Monday and Wednesday.
But
So 2
yeah.
evenings, generally Monday and Wednesday, but this could change in future. Okay, Monday and Wednesday is a fact that can change in future. So the babysitter might
work on different
days each week.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And she needs to have a car. Home transport essential. Probably she will need to take the children from school or bring them to some gym class or whatever by car. Okay.
Okay.
So 2C.
C. Yes.
Number 3. Of course, turnover means gira pagina.
Yeah.
Number 3. Due to staff holidays, shop closes early on weekdays during August. Saturdays as normal. The shop is closed during some weekdays in August due to holidays. The shop's opening hours are different on Monday to Friday in August. The shop is closing at different times at weekends in August.
B.
Ok, due to staff holidays, a causa delle vacanze del personale, shop closes early on weekdays. Quindi Monday to Friday during August. Saturdays as well. Quindi the shop's opening hours are different on Monday to Friday in August. Okay? Do you all agree?
Yeah.
Good. Number 4. Gym changing rooms. Place personal items in lockers. Staff will remove anything on the floor. If staff find items on the floor, they will put them away in a locker. You must only leave belongings in the areas provided.
We can't hear you.
Oh
I can't
God.
hear you. What about you, Elisabetta? Can you hear Maria P?
Perché la tua voce va e viene.
Oh, signor. I really don't know what to do.
Adesso ti sentiamo.
Sometimes it's very clear and then goes away. What?
I don't know, because I've got the maximum of internet connection, so it should be okay. I don't know why.
Now it's okay, for instance, but
well, let's go on. What can I do? So A, if a staff find items on the floor, they will put them away in a locker. B, you must only leave belongings in the areas provided. C, lockers are regularly checked by staff.
B.
Okay. Areas provided, in this case, in lockers. Okay. Place personal items in lockers. In the areas provided, in this case, lockers. Staff will remove anything on the floor. Okay, so lockers are checked? No. If staff find items on the floor, they will put them away in the locker. No, they will remove.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, them. Okay. So the correct answer is B. But you see, they are a little tricky because they use the same words as the, notice when the answers are wrong. And the correct answer does not have the words.
No.
So when you find the same words, please be careful. It's a warning. It might be the wrong answer. It often is the wrong answer. So number 5, museum cafe. These tables are for customers only. Follow signs for picnic areas. A, you should take all food to the special picnic area.
No.
B, you can eat picnics in this section of the cafe. C, you may sit here if you buy something from the cafe.
C.
C, okay. These tables are for customers only. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want a picnic area, you have to
Follow signs.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. So C is the correct answer. Right. Then in part 2, questions 6 to 10, again, you must combine the people with the musical experiences. Do you remember? We decided to skip this part at first because in case you haven't got enough time to do the entire test, since every question carries 1 mark, they are all valued the same, these questions are very time demanding. And so better go on and come back here if you have time.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go on. Part 3, 11 to 12. Look at the sentences below about 2 wildlife filmmakers. Read the text on the opposite page to decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect.
There is the same problem.
You can't hear me?
Yes. No.
I don't know what to do.
Sometimes yes and sometimes no.
Sometimes
Anyway,
yes.
I'm simply reading anyway, so I'm simply
Yes,
reading.
we can see.
If it's correct, mark A on the answer sheet. If it is not correct, mark B on your answer sheet. Okay. Now, let's read the text on the opposite page to decide if the sentences are correct or incorrect.
Yeah.
Where's the text? Wildlife filmmakers. Richard and Sonia Muller make documentaries about wildlife, particularly dangerous animals, like the big cats found in Africa. Filmmaking for them is a way to bring the message of the importance of understanding wildlife to international audiences. With their last film, Staying Alive, exploring relationships between lions and other wildlife in one African region. When Richard and Sonia were invited to help with a special project run by a wildlife organization that was providing information about the falling number of big cats, especially lions, they immediately agreed to take part. Let's stop here and see the first questions.
So Maria Pia, big cats means in general lions and other...
I felini, quelli che noi chiamiamo i felini.
Felini, okay.
I grandi felini.
Big,
Non
okay.
i gatti, ecco.
I didn't know, that.
Okay.
Okay.
Richard and Sonia's most recent film compared lions' behavior in different parts of Africa.
Wrong. B.
So, B. Do you agree with it? Siete tutti d'accordo?
Yes, I think so.
Good. 12. It was Richard and Sonia's idea to set up a special project to research the lions in Africa. I don't remember. Let's read again.
No, non mi pare.
Richard and Sonia Muller make documentaries about wildlife, particularly dangerous animals, like the big cats found in Africa. Filmmaking for them is a way to bring the message of the importance of understanding wildlife to international audiences. With their last film, Staying Alive, exploring relationships between lions and other wildlife in one African region. Richard and Sonia were invited to help with a special project run by a wildlife organization that was providing information about the growing number of big cats, especially lions. They immediately agreed to take part. So no, it wasn't their idea to set up a special project to research the lions in Africa. No. So B.
B.
Meeting each other as students was the start of Sonia developing a new interest. We still don't know. We have to go on reading. So let's go on reading. Richard grew up near a wildlife park and as a child was keen on filming what he saw. The couple were introduced at university in Cape Town and quickly realized how much they had in common. They were both curious about the natural world, and Sonia soon discovered a similar talent for filmmaking. As a child in South Africa, Sonia often ran off alone to explore the wild areas surrounding her home, despite her parents' fears. When asked what they found hardest about their work, Sonia and Richard have the same answer: leaving an area and finishing a project. Sonia adds that the hours required can be hard, and things like the heat, dust, and bugs make it very tiring. The excitement of her work comes from not knowing what will happen, perhaps even discovering something new for science, while Richard takes most interest in spending time with individual animals, getting to know their character. Okay, so meeting each other as students was the start of Sonia developing a new interest. True or false?
False.
False, because she was already interested in the wildlife.
They were in university together. They studied together.
Yes, they were students at the same university, and they met each other there. But Sonia was already interested.
Already studying the same subjects. Yes.
So
B.
B. Even if, wait a second, because the new interest could be filmmaking. Wait a second, because at a certain point they say how much they had in common. They were both curious about the natural world, and Sonia soon discovered a similar talent for filmmaking. So maybe this is Okay, so maybe it's correct because they refer to filmmaking as a new interest. I was also thinking about wildlife. So she already was interested in wildlife, but a new interest could also be
In
filmmaking. So maybe it's correct. Yes. So let's say A. She developed a new interest when she met Richard because she started to film make the wildlife. So let's say A. Sonia's parents encouraged her to discover the natural environment around her childhood home.
False.
False. They were afraid.
They were afraid.
Yes, of her going out. She did all the same, but the parents were not happy and not encouraging at all.
Yes.
They agree that an uncomfortable working environment is the worst part of their job. True or false?
I think it's false.
It's
because
false.
It doesn't, they not say that. No, it doesn't say that.
It's saying
only that she.
So, when asked what they found hardest about the work, Sonia and Richard have the same answer: leaving an area and finishing a project. This is what they find hardest, what they like the least. Okay, because after having been with the Alliance or whatever for a while, they came to know them and so on, and then they have to leave the area and finish a project. This, they both agree, is the hardest part.
Yeah.
So they agree that an uncomfortable working environment is the worst part of their job.
No, false.
False, quindi B, giusto? B.
Okay.
16. They have different ideas about what is the most enjoyable part of their job.
Yes.
Yes.
True. True.
True. Because, okay, Sonia adds that the hours required can be hard and things like the heat, dust, and bugs make it very tiring. The excitement of her work comes from not knowing what will happen. Perhaps even discovering something new for science. Okay? On the contrary, Richard takes most interest in spending time with individual animals, getting to know them. Okay, so it's true, they do not agree what's the best thing.
Yeah.
Have different ideas about what is the most enjoyable part of
A.
A. 17. They found people with the fewer opportunities. Okay, we have to go on reading.
We have to read. Yeah.
Yes. There, visit schools around the world and notice that students with access to lots of information don't always have as much understanding about geography as students in countries where access is limited. Students without the internet constantly available actually look at maps. They want to find out where they are and often end up with a better idea of place. Richard says, the major part of their work is explaining to students the importance of a fuller understanding of various environments by studying the climate, animals, and culture of a specific location. Okay, so they found people with fewer opportunities to use technology have a better understanding of geography. True or false?
I think it's false.
Really? Why?
Because, well, I lose a little part.
Okay, let's
at the beginning. Maybe the schools.
Schools around the world. And notice that students with access to lots of information don't always have as much understanding about geography as the students in countries where access is limited. Students without the internet constantly available actually look at maps to find out where they are, and often end up with a better idea of place, Richard says. Okay?
Yes, yes. I lost the students. Okay.
They found people with a few opportunities to use technology, have a better understanding of geography.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Richard advises students of wildlife to keep up to date with the most recent filmmaking techniques. Okay, we still have to read this. If you'd like a career, Richard suggests studying various different areas of biology rather than learning about the latest filmmaking technology, as understanding the natural world will last forever. The couple also give general advice for those wanting to help protect the environment. Sonia explains that it's important to allow yourself to concentrate. Turning off personal electronic items gets you closer to the natural world, she says. You can watch nature instead of listening for your mobile phone. Most importantly, they agree that if urgent action isn't taken, more animals might be lost. However, the fact that more teenagers are getting involved offers some hope for the future. So, Richard advises students of wildlife to engage with the most recent filmmaking techniques. True or false?
Not true.
For me, it's false.
Yes, actually, it's false. He says, if you want to do this job, it's not so important to keep updated with the most recent filmmaking techniques. What's important is to learn the biology of the place, the local place, you know?
Local, yeah.
Because this will make you understand better what's going on. You know, filmmaking techniques vary, and in time you will learn them. 19, so B, okay? 19, Sonia suggests that some modern technology can make the type of work they do harder. Dicevo qualcosa del genere?
Non mi sembra.
Yes. Turning off personal electronic items gets you closer to the natural world. You can watch nature instead of listening for your mobile phone.
Turning off means spegnere.
Sì,
First,
yes.
ok,
Turn
cioè
off,
osserva, no, non guardare, ok,
turn,
osservare.
switch on, accendere, off,
Sì, sì,
spegnere.
sì, sì, sì.
Ok?
Mm.
Ok, quindi vedete che Richard diceva suggest studying various different fields of biology rather than learning about the latest filmmaking technology.
Yes.
And Sonia says that yes, turning off electronic items gets you closer to the natural world. So Sonia suggests that some modern technology can make the type of work they do harder. Ok? Quindi giusto. A. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
20. The couple believe that people must act quickly to prevent wildlife from disappearing.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
True. Ok? Bene, bene, bene. Let's go on. Part 4. Read the text and questions below. For each question, mark the letter next to the correct answer, A, B, C, or D, on your answer sheet. My Job at Summer Camp by Charlie Rose. Ma does anybody want to read? Ma non c'è nessuno che vuole leggere?
Oh, yes, I can.
Dai, vai Daniela, vai.
Brava.
Allora, Mr. Job at the Summer Camp by Charlie Rose. Every year, I work at a summer camp for kids, and I really enjoy seeing. I can see the old because I see our faces on the left.
You can switch them off. You are
okay.
like this. Wait a second.
Okay.
You have a gallery. You are like this probably. If you go on the small dot here, can you see my screen, Daniela? If you go on the small dot here, if you click on the small dot here, on the top left of the gallery, there's a small dot. If you click on there, the faces disappear.
No. It's not this, okay.
Okay. Back, how can I say, square with all the faces, haven't you?
Yeah.
On the top left corner, there are some funny designs. If you click on the single small dot, if you click on that,
okay, I've done it. Okay.
Good, well done. Okay.
Okay. Hello. So every year I work at a summer camp for kids, and I really enjoy seeing the children to do things they ever thought they could do. They never, thought they could do. Nearly all the kids know how to swim and play table tennis before they come, but things like rock climbing are new experience for most. Some of them are very nervous, but after a bit of encouragement, they agree to try, and they all get to the top in the end, which makes them feel great.
Exactly. So nearly all the kids know how to swim and play table tennis before the camp. But things like rock climbing are new experiences for most. Okay, so question number 1, where is it? What is the writer trying to do in this text? Describe how children make friends at summer camp. Ma mi sa che dovremmo leggere
1 su 4, ok. Suggest.
Or let's go on. What does the writer say about rock climbing at the camp? Some children already know how to do it. Some children prefer to swim or play table tennis.
No.
Some children refuse
No.
to take part. Some children find it more enjoyable than they expected to.
D.
D. Okay, good.
Perché
Ok.
di? Perché di?
Perché, allora,
Dice.
Ah, la trovano più...
Rock.
we're
Rock.
talking about rock climbing. Some children already know how to do it.
Doesn't say that.
No, no, cioè sì, ok, ok.
Non dice quello.
Ok. Okay. Dice, vedi,
Dice che lo
Yeah, yes.
trovano.
some of them are very nervous. After a bit
Yes.
of encouragement,
Yes, it's
they
true.
agree to try, and they all get to the top in the end, which makes them feel great.
Now I have understood.
Mhm. Okay.
The kids stay several weeks and some do miss home. You might expect it to be the really young ones who feel like that the most, but it's actually the 10 to 13 years old. Ho letto malissimo. To 13 years olds.
Allora, the kids stay
Okay.
several weeks, and some do miss home. You might expect it to be the really young ones who feel like that the most, but it's actually the 10 to 13-year-olds. Okay, non sono i piccolini che a
Sì,
cui
sì, ma
manca
i 10, tra 10 e 13,
Esatto.
sì, sì, io l'ho capito, ma non, ho letto male.
Ah, ok, scusate.
Okay. We don't let them use their mobile phone all the time. First, we tell them they can phone home after lunch. Then, when they ask again, usually after dinner, we say it's a bit too late to phone and suggest doing it the next day. Most children are fine in a couple of days, and at the end of their stay, it's amazing how many come and thank us because they have a great time. They have had a great time.
Okay, so what surprises the writer about the children who stay at the camp? The youngest ones find it harder to be away from home.
No.
They complain if they cannot phone their parents. They miss meal times with their parents. They seem grateful for their experience there.
D.
Okay, right. That's gone.
Yeah. It's not just the children who get lonely. We get parents who are on the phone the whole time, asking how their child is getting on, which is quite unnecessary. Often their sons or daughter will be busy playing games or doing something else, so we have to tell parents to ring back another time. Some kids arrive dressed in smart, designer, new clothes, and they sometimes argue when they tell them to change into something they won't mind getting dirty. But before long, they realize that what we mean. Okay.
Okay, so what does the writer think about some parents? They should visit their children instead of phoning them.
No.
They don't need to keep on phoning the camp. They shouldn't allow their children to bring phones to camp. They need to be reminded to phone their children.
B.
Yes, B. Okay, he says, sometimes the parents keep phoning and the children are playing. We have to tell them to call back. So leave them alone. Lasciateli in pace. Okay.
Yes.
Card might a child at the camp send home? A. I was annoyed when they suggested I put on old jeans, but I guess they were right. It's so unfair that everyone else can use their mobile phone, but they won't let me use mine. I've made some good friends. We're all bored because there isn't much to do here. I was really frightened every time we went rock climbing, so they let me do something else instead.
A.
Yes. I was annoyed, ero scocciato when they suggested I put on old jeans, quando mi hanno consigliato di indossare dei vecchi jeans. But I guess they were right, ma immagino che avessero ragione, perché si sporcavano, no? Quindi A. Va bene, allora torniamo. Let's go back to the first one.
Mm.
What is the writer trying to do in this text? Describe how children make friends at a summer camp.
No.
Suggest how parents should choose a summer camp for children. Explain what it is like for children at a summer camp. Advise children how to behave at a summer camp.
C.
Yes, C. Explain what it's like for children at a summer camp. Okay? Siete tutti d'accordo?
For me, this part is quite difficult.
I don't know. This question or all the questions?
All the questions.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Elisabetta, you have to practice.
Yes.
Practice.
You are right.
Okay, so part 5, read the text below and choose the correct word for each space, A, B, C, or D. For example, hope, decide, want, expect. San Francisco. Does anybody want to read? Or do you prefer me to read it? Hello?
Leggi tu.
Okay. San Francisco. Whatever you from a visit to San Francisco in the USA, quindi whatever you for, hope for, decide for,
Hope.
hope for. Sarà già fatta.
È già fatta.
Whatever you hope for from a visit to San Francisco in the USA, you won't be disappointed. The hills are just as steep as you imagined they would be, and the Golden Gate Bridge is just as spectacular. It's a no that it's no then that the city is among the worst. Blah blah. It's a no. Guess, excuse, question, surprise.
Can you guess? Excuse, question.
No, it's no more than that the city is among the world's tourist destinations. It's
No. Question.
Surprise.
It's no surprise, I would say,
Right.
then that the city is among the worst
Mm.
complete top proper full.
Complete.
Top, yes. Dov'è qua?
26.
Tourist destinations. Okay, it's no surprise then that the city is among the worst top tourist destinations.
Word.
There, San Francisco more like a small town than a city of more than 4 million people. Okay, so many people live there. San Francisco more like a small town. Allora,
28.
although, besides, unless, despite,
Although,
yes, although many people live there, San Francisco shows it seems, okay.
seems,
Seems, yes. Quindi, although many people live there, San Francisco seems more like a small town than a city of more than 4 million people. It's on the water, its parks, and its hills, all that you can never see farther than a few blocks. So, its location, point, landscape, scene. Volete che li vediamo?
Sì.
It's on the water.
Look, no.
Its location, its point, its
landscape,
its scene.
Scene or what?
Location.
Yes, its location on the water, its parks, and its hills, all that you can never see farther than a few blocks. All, allow, mean, let, intend.
Mean?
Yes, all mean that you can see farther than a few blocks. Okay?
Yeah.
One of the most trips is a drive across the Golden Gate Bridge. One of the most amazed, popular, interested, positive.
A o sì, A o sì.
No, amazing.
Esatto.
No.
Questo vuol dire sorpreso.
Popular.
Per me dovrebbe essere amazing,
Amazing
trip.
Popular.
E is popular, yes. The most popular trip trips is a drive across the
Golden Gate.
This is a journey should be saved for a sunny day. This is a journey who, where, which, what.
Which?
Which, okay. Which should be saved for a sunny day so that you can, fantastic view. You can admire, approve, accept, attract,
Admire.
yes, fantastic view. And Golden Gate Park has wonderful gardens.
In addition.
Okay, in addition to being great for a picnic. Okay, in addition to being great for a picnic. Okay, well, this was easy. You made all of them. Questo è facile, dai, l'avete fatto.
Sì.
But Daniela is very good. Molto brava, è very good.
Yes, Daniela is, yeah.
But no, I have a good...
You all are, but yeah. Okay, so, good. Now, let's see, we have already finished our time, but it's okay, because this is only an example. So let's go back to the exercise we skipped, which was this one.
Before, okay.
Joe's interested in classical music and wants to talk to professional musicians about their work. He'd like to find out more about classical instruments and actually play some music. Allora, vediamo. The core. This is the place for musical history. You learn where your favorite singers and musicians grew up and discover the process is involved in writing famous songs and producing the videos. Find out about their journey to fame and get some tips on what makes a good concert. That's all you ever wanted to know about famous musicians. Now, rhythm studio. Get your body moving in the studio and learn to move to rhythms and sounds from the past to now, including soul and disco. Learn your steps from our professional on-screen dance instructor, then watch your performance and become the star in your own video recording, which you can take away now. Word scene. For 1 month only, experience the amazing sights and sounds of the Word Scene Band, a large international group of traditional musicians and dancers. You'll experience the music and dance styles never heard of or seen before in this country. Book a ticket to meet the musicians, talk about their experiences, and get some new ideas.
No.
Ma it may be.
Che parlava più di
It may be, sì.
musico, ma traditional. Scusa,
Ma è un è un...
Those interested in classical music and also talk to professional musicians about their work. You'd like to find out more about
classical.
Sì, hai ragione. Questo traditional non è detto che sia classico. Universe of sound. Create your own musical experience. Record yourself making music with a huge orchestra, and so they play on the video background screen. You can even download it to disk to take home. You can also learn about the violins, flutes, trumpets, and many more with our computer demonstrations, and meet real musicians who are present every day. Let's go on. Find out about a new band or just want more information about an old favorite, visit our collection to find out facts and figures, or see the actual possessions of a famous bands and musicians you are interested in. You can actually get to touch things worn on stage at major rock and pop events. And there are plenty of other concert souvenirs. No, questo non ci interessa. Final. Imagine being in the crowd for amazing performances from the past. Enjoy 3D life-size videos from the stars of yesterday and today. You can experience the excitement of a massive rock stadium and the sounds, movement, and rhythms that created some of the most exciting music ever known. No, non ci interessa. Live on. How about learning new skills on the guitar, drums, and keyboard by video? Follow the touchscreen instructions to find lessons on each instrument, or search for a song to practice playing along to. Try our professional selection with video clips of band members who will explain the techniques that make their recordings so individual.
No.
Show in a day. Be a star singer or dancer for the day in a one-time only special performance. Experts in international music and dance styles will train you, and costumes provided for the performance help create a really special individual show. Get your friends and family to come and see you perform, and no videoing or photography is allowed. Okay, so I think the best one is
D.
either D, because you can also learn about violins, flutes, trumpets, and many more with our computer demonstrations, and meet real musicians who are present every day. Either this one or no, mi sa che era solo quello. Okay, so let's say D. Do you agree?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Poi, Will wants to learn to play some of his favorite band's songs and to know how his singers create their own special sound. He'd like to try out some different instruments. Ok, so era qui. You learn where your singers and musicians grew up and discover the processes involved in writing famous songs, producing the videos. Talk about their journey to fame, get some tips on what makes no.
No.
Okay, maybe this one. Want to find out about a new band or just more information about an old favorite? Visit to find out figures or see the actual processions of famous bands and musicians you are interested in. You can actually get touch things to word on stage. No, perché lui diceva che voleva. What about this one?
Sì, provare.
Allora, scusate, fate ripetere. Allora. Will wants to learn to play some of his favorite band's songs and to know how his favorite singers create their own
special sound.
He'd like to try out some
different instruments.
Allora, dov'è che si possono?
Maybe the B.
B?
Maybe.
Get your body moving in the studio and learn to move to rhythms and sounds from the past to now, including
example of professional dance instructor watching a
dance instructor, then watch your performance and become the star in your own video recording, which you can take away. Ma non dice che può provare a suonare gli strumenti.
No, però infatti non parla di conoscere il preferito, la musica. Maybe
new skills on the guitar, drums, and keyboard by video. Follow the touch instruction to find lessons on each instrument or search for a song to practice playing along to. Try our professional selection with video clips of band members who will explain the techniques that make their recordings so individual. Well, maybe G.
But it's not very...
it's a little strange, but...
Yeah, it's not clear.
No, maybe G is the best.
Yes. Sì.
Yes, maybe G. Okay, number 8. Jess loves watching spectacular concerts with fantastic dancers and wants to feel some of the atmosphere of a big musical event. She'd like to see performances by famous people she's heard about. Quindi io direi questa qui, no? Show in be a star singer, dancer for the day in one time only special performance. Experts in international music and one styles will train you on costumes for performance. So maybe H. Ok. Ma poi ci sono le soluzioni?
Infinite.
No, vorrei controllare perché fino adesso ero sicura di quello che dicevo, ma adesso comincio ad avere dei dubbi. Okay. James likes exploring the personal backgrounds of his favorite bands and also the stories behind their well-known songs. He has his own band and wants some advice about performing live on a stage. Ok, questo è decisamente questo qui. Dov'è qua?
I.
Cosa?
I.
Excuse me. Yes. I.
B?
No.
I.
Ah, I? Questo?
Yes. This one.
Find out about a new band or just want more information about your old favorite. Facts and figures say, okay, yes.
Can be that.
Tour on stage, major rock and pop bands, and there are plenty of other concerts. No, ma ce n'era qualcuno che diceva che dava consigli. Ce n'era uno, ok, who will explain the techniques? How about learning new skills on the guitar? No, ok. Perché c'era da una parte, there was someone who said that you could get tips on how to make good concerts. Ecco qua, maybe this one. This is a place for musical history. You learn where your favorite singers and musicians grew up and discover the processes involved in writing famous songs and producing the videos. Find out about their journey to fame and get some tips on what makes a good concert. That's all you ever wanted to know about famous musicians. So I would say A. Io direi la qui, James likes exploring the personal backgrounds of his favorite bands and also the stories behind the well-known songs. He has his own band and wants some advice about performing live on stage. Sì, io direi A. Mi sembra più adatta. E infine, Zoe likes listening to all sorts of pop music and wants a fun way to learn various dance styles. She'd like to bring something home to show her friends what she's learned during her visit. Or maybe this one.
Yeah, studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
B. Quindi
Yeah.
B. Quindi scusate, vi ricordate cosa abbiamo detto? Volevo vedere se c'erano
Non l'abbiamo, io non l'ho scritto.
Volevo vedere se c'erano i risultati. No, sono abbastanza sicura tutto sommato, dai. Sì, no, perché poi andando per esclusione effettivamente.
Ma non è, it's not so easy anyway. It's not so
easy.
Immediate.
No,
it's not,
you see, it took us almost 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a more time demanding exercise.
Yeah.
So do all the others first, and then if you have time, do this one.
You're right.
Because if you spend too much time on this, you will not have time to do the other ones. And the answers all count 1 mark. So there's no point in
Lose so
spending
many
a lot of
time, yes.
time on 5 answers and miss 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so leave this one last. And if you have time, you can do it afterwards. Even if you only do, for example, 1 or 2, it's 1 more mark, 2 more marks.
Yeah.
But if you have no time to do all the rest, there's a lot of questions missing, and so there's no point in doing that. Okay, so let's move to the writing part. The writing part. Allora. Okay, writing. Part 1. Here are some sentences about a popular restaurant. For each question, complete the second sentence so that it means the same as the first. Use no more than 3 words. So 1, 2, or 3 words. Write only the missing words on your answer sheet. You may use this page for any word. Write whatever you want here. What counts is the answer sheet. Qua potete scrivere tutto quello che volete, perché quello che guarderanno loro è il foglio con le risposte. Ok? Example. Restaurant Nicole is popular because of its central location. Restaurant Nicole is popular because it is situated in the center of town. The center is the missing part. Okay?
Yeah.
Restaurant Nicole opened 5 years ago. Restaurant Nicole has opened for 5 years.
Has had.
Has had. No. Has aperto 5 anni fa.
Any idea?
Has been. No.
Has been open.
Been.
Yes.
Been.
5 years.
Giusto.
Yeah.
Has been open.
Nicole can take groups of a maximum of 30 people. Restaurant Nicole can take groups of up to 30 people.
30 people.
Esatto, quindi 2 era la parola che mancava. The chef creates special menus at certain times of year. Special menus by the chef at certain times of year.
Are created.
Are created. Okay, are created. Some guests like to listen to live music during their meal. Some guests enjoy listening. Okay.
To live music.
Customers often ask if the restaurant has any vegetarian dishes. Customers know if are any vegetarian dishes
in the restaurant.
If there are vegetarian, any vegetarian.
Okay.
Yes.
Bene. Poi, part 2. Your friend, this is compulsory, questo è obbligatorio, eh? Your friend Chris has invited you to a special party which he is organizing for your college teacher. Write an email to Chris. In your email, you should accept the invitation. Suggest how you could help Chris prepare for for some ideas for a present for your teacher. Okay. Do you want to do it now, or would you prefer to do it at home?
Then what is after this? There is something.
Part 3. Okay, 35 to 45 words. Then there is part 3. Here in part 3, you must choose between question 7 and question 8. So write an answer
one of the
questions, 7 or 8 in this part. Write your answer in about 100 words on your answer sheet. Tick the box. The box, question 7 or question 8 on your answer sheet to show which question you have answered. Question 7, this is part of the letter you receive from your pen friend. I have to give a presentation to my English class about either a successful sports person or a musician from your country. Who should I choose? What information could I include? Write a letter answering your friend's questions. 100 words. Then your English teacher has asked you to write a story. Your story must begin with this sentence. Tim left angry as he got off the train. Write your story in about 100 words on your answer sheet. Okay, so either one or the other. So we have a quarter of an hour. What would you do? Shall we try the email first?
Yeah.
Okay, try the email. I'll give you 5 minutes, 7 minutes. And then we can correct them. Okay, Milena, unfortunately, I cannot give you the sign form because I'm not with my computer. Okay, maybe I might be able to find. Okay, I'll try and find the sign form. In the meantime, please write this email.
Special part.
But if I look for the sign form, you will not be able to see. That's not the problem. No, perché se io cerco la...
sì, lo perdiamo.
Vi sparisce tutto. Beh, vediamo se lo trovo, dai. But the alternative is I send it to you by email because the forms should be in Drive. So even if I lost all my documents and everything, these forms in Drive yes, no, yes. So the 20th of April today, the 20th of April.
November.
Oh my God, they're all confused. The 20th of April. Oh, there it is. Yes.
9-20 aprile.
Hello. Okay. Okay. I've found it.
Okay.
Good. Good. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. There it is. Oh, non mi dire che Milena è già andata.
Sì.
Anyway, here it is. Sign your presence. And in any case, I'm going to send it to you by email. Oh, good, Milena.
Right.
So there it is. Okay. By the way, Chris could be a man or a woman, because Chris can be the short for Christopher or for Christine.
Giusto.
So we don't know if he or she is a man or a woman.
Yes.
Maybe they did it on purpose, so whatever you put is correct. Forse l'hanno fatto apposta, così qualunque roba mettiamo.
Which he is organizing. Your friend Chris has
Okay,
invited.
and for Christopher then. Okay, so he's a man.
Yeah. Accept the invitation. Allora, dear.
When you're ready, we can read your email. So, tell me when you're ready to correct.
Mm. I've done it, but
Okay. So, shall
More.
shall I give you permission to share your screen?
I think more than 35 words as usual. I write.
Okay, maybe can you put it on the chat? Can you copy and paste it in the chat?
You can make a picture and give to your email. Or, well, I write with a pen. I'm sorry. I wrote.
Oh, you have written with a pen.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, send a picture to me.
Okay.
Or if you want to, you can.
I can read.
Yes, read. Write it. Yes. Okay, so it's an email. So to
Chris from Daniela.
Yes, you shouldn't use your names though. Let's say Danny. Okay. Okay. So,
dear Chris, I'm very glad. I will be very glad to participate the party that you organize. You organize for our college teacher. Tell me what is better that I prepare for the party. I think we can give the teacher a book.
wait. Tell me what's better.
That I prepare. So just so you could keep prepare. I was meaning food. So tell me what is better that I prepare for the party. Then I think we can give the teacher a book or a pen. What do you think about? Best regards, Daniela. For sure, more than 45.
Okay. So, to Chris from Danny. Dear Chris, I'll be very glad to participate to the party you organized for our college teacher. Okay, okay. You are organizing, I would have said, but it's okay.
You are.
Tell me what's better that I prepare for the party.
No. But what can I bring? What kind of food?
What I could to help you prepare the party. Tell me what I could do. Use the same words.
Yes.
Help you prepare
what
for the party.
Could do. Okay.
What I could do to help you prepare for the party. Or tell me how I could help you prepare for the party. I think we can give the teacher a book or a pen.
A book or a pen?
You have to ask Chris for some ideas for a present. So you don't have to suggest the ideas. You have to ask from him.
But then I said, what do you think?
Yes.
What do you think about? So well.
Yeah, maybe yes. I think we can give the teacher a book or a pen. What do you think about it? Sì, dai, forse sì, allora. Best regards però non va bene, perché best regards non è per gli amici.
Okay, regards.
Bye for now. Bye for now.
Bye now. Bye for now. Bye for. See you soon. Yes.
Bye for now. See you soon. Okay.
Okay.
Have a good, remaining of the day.
Okay.
of the day, buon resto della giornata, okay? So this is more friendly.
Okay.
Best regards is more business-like. So he's your friend Chris.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay, but not bad, not bad. So who else has prepared something? Elisabetta, did you write your email?
Yes.
Okay.
Dear Chris,
Can you
thanks
put
for,
this in the chat?
excuse me?
Can you put this in the chat? Puoi metterla nella chat? Fai copia e incolla?
Non posso solo leggerlo. Ah, scrivi, no. Can I read it on WhatsApp?
L'hai scritto anche a te appena, sei una desperation. Dai,
Sì.
leggilo allora. Oh, siete una desperation, tutte e due. Allora, leggi, dai. Allora, to Chris from Betty.
Dear Chris,
Dear Chris,
thanks for your invitation. I'm very happy to accept it.
very good.
I'd like to help you for the party.
Yes.
I'd like to help you for the party. Okay. Do you suggest me what food I could prepare?
Can you, piuttosto che do, can you suggest me
what food I can prepare?
I can prepare?
Some pizzas, for example, or some snacks, if you
Sì, ma
prefer.
qua vai fuori delle 35-40 parole.
Okay.
Some pizzas, for example, some puntini, però era meglio non mettere questa parte perché superi le 35 parole, se no.
Ah, okay.
Ok. Ask Chris for some ideas for a present for your teacher.
About a present for our teacher, I'd think that a bunch of flowers could be a good idea.
Però anche tu l'hai suggerito.
Sì.
A good idea. Però attenzione perché il
Chiedi.
ask this for some ideas.
Yes, I have written. Actually, I have written. Have you any idea for a present?
Okay. Have you any idea?
Any idea for a present for our teacher?
Yeah. For a present for our teacher. Okay. Poi puoi dire, do you think a bunch of flowers could do? Okay. And how do you finish?
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
Thank you. But there are the double of the required words.
Yeah.
That's why I told you not to write this part, for example. Exactly. You have to be very careful because 35 to 45 words is nothing. Very
quite a few, yes, just a few.
very few. So simply accept the invitation. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to take part. How could I help you prepare for the party? Have you got any ideas for a present? Simply use the same words.
Yeah.
Very easy actually.
Quite easy, yes.
It's more complicated than necessary.
Yes, you are right.
L'avete fatto più complicato serio. No, veramente, questa è veramente basilare. Ripetete le frasi sotto di domanda fondamentalmente, o di
ok.
dipende cosa dovete fare, ecco. Ok.
Okay.
So, thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
a good evening.
Thank you.
See you on
Thank you.
Friday if you want to come. See you on Friday. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank
bye,
you,
Maria
bye.
Pia. Thank you very much.